Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Grampy and Mushy and Proxy Carver. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Seashells. Hey, Em. Hey, Kai. Hey, Ginger. Let me hide this. There we go. Look at this cute new Pride emote. Thanks to Neve. Look at it. I'm so cute. Alright. We gotta beat it up. Please fix my sub. Oh, the overlay. No. I'll do it. I'll move it too. It is in a bit of an awkward spot. I better? Okay. Will we get kidnapped on the way to work? You know what? I'll spawn here. Because I want to go get a car. Because we've got to call a little floppy. Because we tried to meet up last night. But then it was too late and then I fell asleep. So it didn't go very well. My game quiet. Oh, that's good. Why's this car so beat up? Listen, it was like 12 o'clock. Okay, it was like midnight. All right, I'm an old man now. I was tired. To be fair, Baby Sock had a pretty rough night the night before, so I was actually fucking tired, you know. I should probably call him. I don't remember what his number is. Is it the new one that I've got? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. Maybe not.
Hey.
Oh. Hey, can you hear me? Just making sure my phone's working.
Yeah, it's working. It's clear.
Okay. Listen, so I haven't been around for the past few days. I turned my phone off after some shit happened. But you wanted to talk about something? What was it again?
It was about Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Hey, I'll call you when I'm good. I told you about pestilence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to know if you'd be willing to meet up briefly.
Sure. Yeah.
Where I told you I wanted you to pick the spot. I don't want you to think that there's any, you know. I don't want you to think I have any tricks up my sleeve.
All right.
And I mean that. I don't want there to be any confusion.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess we can. I mean, you want to go to the what about Vinewood Bowl? It's decent.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll make my way over there. I'm coming down from Polito right now.
Okay.
So I'll be there
Uh,
soon.
I'll see you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Sussy. Did I save this outfit? I've really gone downhill with my outfit names, huh? Beepo Beepoo. F is dad, sad, das, dad was fad out. I've really gone downhill, guys. We have it uphill? That's a good question. My wedding ring. Uh-oh. Where's my wedding ring? Where did I put it? Oh, I've lost it. I guess I'm not married anymore. What outfit is this? This one? These shoes ain't it, man. These shoes ain't it. They're not just like white shoes. Are they not like? Oh, there they are. Not those ones though. Not those ones, man. Why are these so dirty? White shoes don't fit. No, let's put my shit away. I don't have a badge on, do I? Hey, Querin. Also, Unicorn, heck you, man. Heck you. I mean, a watch, I think. Put that away. Oh my goodness. Thanks, chat. Alright, let's buy some bandages. Like 50. That'll keep us going. Yeah, I've just taken my med. Honestly, the other day though, what day was it? The Tuesday? Or was it Monday? I don't know, but I was fucked up, man. Like in the evening, it just got like 10 times worse, and I literally couldn't stop sneezing. Like it was over and over again. I genuinely think I pulled a muscle because of it. Like it was like sneeze, 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 sneeze. So I went out yesterday, and or was it the other night? I can't remember. I got some of that nasal spray, which I should probably use. You know, probably come in handy if I used it. Hey, 4,000, how you doing, buddy? How about my gonna it's a lot better, thank you. Yeah, it was the first one I've had in a while. Touch wood. But it was pretty bad there. I also think that I gave myself food poisoning yesterday. Not bad, but I don't think I did. I don't know what happened, man. I had some like tandoori chicken the night before that I cooked, and I wasn't feeling too great yesterday either. So I had a migraine. My stomach was fucked. It was not a good day. I had a hay fever. My nose was dribbling. Not a pleasant day, man. What's the plan for today? I have no idea, man. We're gonna go meet Flop. Actually, I need to fix one thing. We don't know what Flop wants to meet about. I mean, you guys might, but I don't. No, it's just not working. But we got the salmons. It was frozen, like it was like a pre-made tandoori chicken that was like frozen. So I don't know whether I thought I checked it and made sure it was cooked, man, but it was I guess I didn't do it properly. It wasn't even that good though. It wasn't even that good. That's the sad part. Like if it was like 10 out of 10, I would have been like worth it, you know? But it wasn't even that good though. I don't know about you guys, but Bucky's like the opposite to me. But I don't like chicken that is like chicken thighs and stuff. I really don't like the texture of it. Like it always tastes like slimy and like weird to me. Yeah. Breast is best, man. Breast is best, but Corky's like, no, it's so dry. And I'm like, no, it's not. Chicken is overrated. I disagree. I think it's perfectly rated. You like your chicken medium rare? Get out of here, Dumbo. Too slimy, yeah. I can't do meat on the bone, like really? Yeah. I have texture issues too. Like any chicken that isn't like breast or fucking processed, I'll just hold my hands up. If it's processed, it's good because it ain't slimy. Can do bone meat. I think bone meat kind of fits in that same category of like it has a bit of a weird texture, but I don't mind it too much. Like when it's like a wing or something like that, you know? Because when I hear wing, it just goes in my mouth, and whatever comes off that bone, I'm eating. But there is some bits on the bone that are like, okay, gross. Hello?
Hey, I'm here. Whereabouts are you?
I'm pulling in right now.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, locking in.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing. You wanna push it down or something? I don't understand.
Real quick. I need to do this for myself. So you know.
Okay.
If you would like to search me, I'll let you look at my car. Whatever you want. I don't want you to think that there's anything. I appreciate you wanting to meet in the first place.
It's fine. Let's just get to it. Whatever this is.
You don't have to apologize about the time. I know we're on very different schedules as is, so I get it.
Yeah, it happened.
How you feeling?
I mean, same as I have done for the past few months, you know? sick and tired, but that's the job, I guess.
Hmm. I might stand if that's okay.
Oh yeah.
You mind if I have a cigarette? I don't know if you want to be around that with the coffin.
It's fine. I don't mind. You do you, man.
Hmm. I had a pretty freaky moment a couple days ago that I wanted to share with you because you're owed it as much as anyone is owed it. But I was walking out of a 24/7 up in Sandy Shores next to the BCSO, and I had a white peyote behind me. And there was an individual there with red glowing eyes. I was with my daughter and a friend, one of my daughter's friends, I should say. And I told them to drop me off and to stay away from the lighthouse. I said that I need to go see what this is, followed by confusion. And I said that, I know a sign. And if there was any sign, that was the one. I proceeded to get dropped off and I drove up to the lighthouse, which I have not been there in a very long time. And I saw Norman. And I approached and I asked him if I was allowed to step in front of him. I wanted to be respectful, and he said that it was fine. And Norman told me, the first thing he said to me was, he said, and I quote, "He really did a number on you guys." Now, I didn't know what that meant. So I asked him, I said, what does that mean? Who are you talking about? I think is what I asked him. He said, Norman. And it clicked with me that in that moment, I thought he was referring to Pestilence, who happened to be behind him, overlooking the lighthouse. This individual spoke to me at the house. And it occurred to me that Norman is not dead, but Norman is gone. More in particular, the person I spoke to was Death himself. We spoke for a couple. Death told me that everything that happened with Norman is something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. He told me that he was listening and I could say anything I wanted. I was initially going to say nothing, but I told him that people die, but legacies live on. And if his goal and aspiration was to have a living legacy, he got what he wanted. I tried to be as neutral about it as I could.
Did it look like Norman, though? Did it look like something else?
Skull and bones. Red eyes. what I would only have to imagine as the embodiment of what I could only imagine death looking like. Which, you know, almost scarier than Norman himself. And I ended the conversation by asking Death if I would ever see him again. And he said that there's only one time in my life I will ever see him again, and it will be the last time I see him. And I put the pieces together pretty quickly and told him to, I didn't tell him anything. I said to, till next time. And I walked away from the house and I thought about getting in my car and leaving. And something told me that I should go see Pestilence. I don't know what. He was standing there. So I approached him and we had a brief conversation. No more than 10 or 15 minutes. And we discussed a lot. Long story short, Pestilence approached me a while back. And he wanted to get rid of Norman. And he said he'd be in touch, and he never got in touch with me. In a weird way, kind of a blessing in disguise. I didn't really want him reaching back out, but I was expecting it. I was anticipating it at all times. And I commented on how I was essentially glad he got what he wanted. Told him that a lot of people would probably feel a very similar sentiment. And he said that there's a bigger problem. And that's that now that he's gone, he's looking for someone who is close to him, someone he cares about.
Close to Norman?
Close to him, not Norman.
Oh.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, I told him that I hope he found what he was looking for, and he proceeded to tell me that he was very interested in knowing that us humans can endure so much terrible and still have a sense of endearment. And I told Pestilence without hesitation that I hate everything about him and the embodiment of who he is and what he is. I said, but I can still respect a boundary. And regardless of our indifferences, which are major, I hoped he eventually sought after and found what he wanted. I felt like meeting up with you to tell you that, because I felt that was important. More importantly, he ended that conversation with asking if I still cared about you. And of course, I said yes. Well, he uh he gave me this, and I asked him if there was any strings attached, and he said no. He gave it to me about a week ago. He said there's no strings attached, there's no rumors, there's nothing. He said that this was your cure. And it evaporated over the last week. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it. The only thing he asked me was that I made sure that you took it.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I wouldn't have taken it.
There's no strings attached to this, Dad.
Or says who? The guy who made the stuff who made me sick in the first place, yeah. You know, he's been sending me text messages, yeah. 84 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, 50 seconds. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Doc. 8 days ago, 95 days, 19 hours, 15 minutes, 45 seconds. That's how long I've been sick. It's gone 100 days now. Does that seem like the kind of guy that wants to cure me? Yeah.
If he was gonna kill you, he would have done it.
He
And I
did.
think you know that.
He did kill me. And he brought me back. Just to prove a point. So I wouldn't have taken it. As much as I appreciate the gesture, don't be sad it's gone. I'll wait. I'll wait until there's something real, something I can trust there.
I don't think you're gonna find it. It's been over 100 days. I know you gave up your other vial. And doctors couldn't find anything.
Then if that's how the wheel has spun, then that's it. That's how it will be. But to me, we've told people not to go and make deals with Norman. I think taking that cure would have been the exact same thing. And I think it has been for a lot of people. I don't know what's coming of that. But I'm not looking forward to finding it.
I'm not gonna fight you about this. But I do need to point out a very obvious. What would be good enough? Because I'll tell you right now, dying stubborn is not the way you need to go. Not the way any of us need to go. I don't disagree. Not even for a second. I don't know what's in that cure. I don't know what makes it. I don't know what involves it. I don't even know where it comes from. What I do know is this. You do not have the common cold. You don't have the flu. You don't have a headache. You have the plague. Given to you by a person that is supernatural. If you wait for any reason for a viable cure, you're never going to see it. Because even I was skeptical at first. I told people not to drink that shit. What is good enough? I mean, for a second, there was a good second there where I knew that there was a chance you'd say no to this. And that man told me that if you didn't take it, the consequence would not be good. And there was a minute there where I thought that I would have to pin you against a wall to take it. And I said to myself, I said, there's no reason to do that. And I know that our trust completely is out the window. If you happen to find a vial, I would hope there's an ounce of trust to know that I was told no strings attached. I don't want you dying this way. You don't deserve it. I don't need you to... What's up?
You really think that that's the right thing to do? That's the right choice.
What, taking the vial?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a better answer. I mean, you're going on almost half a year. Quarter of a year, I should say. And there is no cure. But the result of no cure is death. And I just... I'll say this much. I wouldn't have met up with you if I thought what he said was bullshit. That vial would have been in the ocean. But I kept it.
If for some reason I get an opportunity to take that cure and you think it's the right thing to do, then I'll do it.
I really hope it's the right answer. I don't know a better answer, and I don't know another solution. So I'm sorry for that. He gave me the vial and he also gave me this. Apparently, Ember gave it to him. He wanted me to give it to you. The man had jokes.
Fucker. I'm owed like 10 of these, so that's, I think, deserved.
Yeah. I think we're all owed one.
Okay, well, I appreciate you trying, even if it didn't happen.
It's the least I could do. You warned me about him, and you know, you didn't have to. So
Just, if you, I guess if you get any more contact, don't do anything stupid there.
what was that?
I said don't do anything stupid there. You get any more contact with them.
Yeah.
I guess, I guess if somehow I come across a cure, I'll let you know.
That's up to you if you want to let me know.
How's Ziggy?
He's doing better.
Good.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
No, I never got to run into him to ask him. Who attacked him? Who stabbed him?
Um, a doctor.
The doctor?
As far as I know.
And what about Rose? She alright?
She's been better, but I think she's come a long way. Still a little bit of a shithead, but
Did she
she's
tell
doing good.
you that she planned on going to Norman at one time?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. This is an honest statement, but which time?
Oh. Well, I don't know the timeline of things, but I think it was around the time that the club was having issues. And I guess she was scraping for, or grasping for straws.
I told her that if it was my dying wish, I don't ever want her to step foot even in vision of that lighthouse. And she did tell me she thought about it at one point, but she refrained. In fact, when I was with her, when I went to speak to Norman and Pestilence, she admittedly, stupidly, sat on a mountain across the way and waited to see my car leave to make sure I left. She did make. Never mind. I'll get to that after. But
She's, she's a good kid, though.
misguided. But I think she's on a good path now, all things considered.
So where have you landed after all of this shit with the club?
I landed where I wanted to be. That was with my family. A little bit harder because Ziggy had his thing. Was blooded out. I wasn't blooded in. I had the opportunity to walk out, so I did. And Rue is still blooded in. So we have a very strict separation there with stuff. But I understand her leaving would be a death wish. But I know she has her opinions. Always promised her that when she's home, it's the family. It's never going to be about the club. How's Matt doing?
He's plodding along, as he does. And to report, really.
You know, I spoke to him a month and a half ago, probably at this point.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
Princess called me and said that she was doing a interview to see if Brian Knight would be a good fit for sheriff. And I went to show up and I got word that Matt was going to be there and I didn't want to make him uncomfortable, so I didn't show up. But I asked him after if he mentioned at any point about Cody. And he said he didn't really understand what I meant by that, but it clicked afterwards. I guess the tone of the room wasn't very serious, so he didn't mention it, but I got invited to go because I used to work with him. And I was going to call him out during his interview. But I didn't want to give Matt an uncomfortable space.
Yeah, he mentioned that you guys spoke. Um, I don't think he'd forgotten about Cody, but he didn't think to mention it or bring it up until you did. He doesn't talk about him much. I don't think he likes thinking about it.
I don't think any of us like thinking about it. You know, I spoke to Brian recently, and he asked if we were good. And I told him, I said, "You killed my brother." And he laughed, and he said, "Well, I didn't kill him. A lot happened that day." And I asked him to forward me the report if he could, if he still had it. And he said he would forward me a brief statement. Come to find out that he only sent me his statement. So
Yeah, there's no point pulling up old Brian nonsense. He'll never get, you know, he'll never get what's coming to him, and if he does, it'll be a good day.
I've been wanting to give him his day for a while, but I haven't. There's no need. Someone will have his day.
Well, I know it's late, so I don't want to keep you. But thanks for, you know, thanks for trying.
At least I get it done.
Well,
Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, it's not my place anymore, but I think this whole club business, you'd be given an opportunity for a fresh start. And I wouldn't squander it if I were you.
It's definitely a change of pace.
I will, I guess I'll see you around there.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon. Avoid Hades. Specifically Dragon.
Remember the guy that was pointing out the wanting posters about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I drove away from a Vespucci traffic stop and I stole a donut. He wasn't too happy about it.
He wants to kidnap you and I think make you fight a gorilla. I'll give you a tidbit. You didn't hear from me, but I think the gorilla's him in a costume.
Listen, I'll take note about what happened to Harambe, okay? I'll learn from the past. I'll bring a small human child with me, and then they can't do nothing. So if you know any small human children, you send them my way.
My son might be a good pick. His name's Hank.
Oh yeah, Hank.
Ziggy's son, I should say.
Yeah. No, I know. Okay, well, I'll get in touch with him if I need a small child. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. You take it easy.
You as well, Dad.
Well, that was not what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't a damn cure. It's gone now anyway. Yes, that. Sub for dark thoughts. You don't need to sub for my thoughts, man. I don't know. It was I think Dark's a bit surprised at the level of the word empathy still shown by Flop. Dark was a bit. I think but it kind of like snapped back into place about Flop when Flop was talking about Cody, and Flop like being judgmental of Brian for doing that when that's what Flop did to a cop. But the Dark was a bit uneasy when he was talking about that.